Alright guys, welcome to very cold Colorado today. Maybe it's only 20 degrees or so, but it's snowing. That's why I got my big parka on. Let me turn the camera around so you can see what I'm dealing with. Well, it's icing and it's starting to accumulate. Not so much on the streets because it was just 80 degrees yesterday, but that's Colorado for you. Here's the view out the back camera. Today's video will be regarding the brake light switch. Noticed that this morning when I came out to start the van. Wait for that little plug to go out. And nothing happens. Normally when it does that, I just take the gear selector and I have to just push it through the gears, and then when it's smooth, I'll turn it off again. And then start it up and it... Bear with this glow plug. And then it'll start. No such luck today. A lot of guys you'll see where guys will take a ballpoint pen and they'll jam it down here and then twist it, and then I'll do something. It'll start. Oh, it's 17 degrees now. Oh, great, it's getting colder. Or, like a lot of the forums will say, hey, check your number 5 position fuse down here. See if it's blown. If so, replace it. Even if it isn't blown, replace it. It's a 10 amp fuse. Done all those things a day. It's just not happening. So I think the switch just finally legitimately needs to be replaced. So I just ordered a new part today from O'Reilly. I'll leave that part number down the video description, but yeah, let's get down and do this. Alright, so here's the new part. Hopefully it goes in relatively easy. You see I have the 4-pin for the ESP. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward in theory. So, best of wishes. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is get down underneath the steering wheel. And just get your head down there. You're going to need a light source. So I'm going to be using my little lantern here. Throwing it down there and then looking up above the brake pedal. Tracing it up the brake pedal to the brake light switch, and then we'll uninstall the old brake light switch. We'll do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, so this is me getting underneath here. It's not awesome. Yeah, and it's still cold here. But this is what we're looking at. I might be in a lot of pain as I do this. So here's the brake pedal. Trace it up to the master cylinder push arm. Keep tracing up. Oh, let me try to adjust this. Trace it up here to the switch, which is being blocked with something. Can you guys see it? It's right here. Let's see if I can find a better angle for that. This is terrible. Yeah, so it's the white thing kind of in the center of the frame at the top of this bar. I can't move my finger or I'll drop it. Let me try to use 2 hands. Actually, let me pause the camera really quick because I'm dying. Oh god, it's not supposed to be a comedy. Okay, so this is the front arm of the brake light switch. So I'm going to disconnect it from behind, from the pigtail, and then I'll do the side-by-side comparison. I didn't mention it earlier, but you're going to want to disconnect your brake lever return spring. So just disconnect it from the brake pedal, and I just set it on the floor. You set it somewhere important or nice. And now I'm just going to hook up the pigtail, which should be dangling up here somewhere, and try to get that in focus a little more. Line up the way it needs to be. And focus, damn you. And there you go. Make sure it's seated snugly. And now I'm going to stick it back up in there. So wish me luck. Alright guys, I got the old part out and getting ready to put the new part in. Here they are side by side. So you can see the old part has 4 pins down there. Plus they're identical, so new part's got 4 pins as well. Okay, so the way this is, let me turn on the lights in my van. See if that helps. Okay, so I think the way it sits, yeah. So if you pretend that this is installed where my index finger is, that would be up, my thumb would be down. So you have this little lever here on the 3 o'clock position. You need to depress that once you're crammed underneath there and rotate the assembly counterclockwise. So the big tooth here is in the 6 o'clock position and the little one is in the 12 o'clock, and then you can back the whole thing out. And then from there you'll be able to unplug it. I just couldn't get up in there and see where you need to push the detent to unplug it. What a pain in the ass. I'm glad I didn't video me on my head with you guys watching me try to figure that out. But yeah, so keep this on the 3, or this will be in the 3 o'clock position right here. Just simply depress it. That allows you to rotate it, and then just rotate it like, I don't know, what, 45 degrees, and then you'll be able to remove it. But this little thing, hopefully that's the culprit. Alright guys, so the van is running now, but it's not running because I replaced that brake light switch. Yeah, once I put it in, I couldn't get the van running for like a half hour, and I thought I adjusted the brake light switch properly by pulling it out and then depressing the pedal and all that stuff. So I'm gonna have to go dumpster diving on some of the online forums to see what I might have to do next. I don't like that. I don't like putting a new piece in. I mean, now I can rule that piece out, but you have something wrong, you do the research, you think you figure out and pinpoint what the fix is, and then you do that fix, and then the fix doesn't work, and then it just magically starts working again. That just, to me, means that it's gonna leave me on the side of the road somewhere. I think possibly I could avert the situation by every time I get somewhere, I could turn it off, restart it right away to see if it's going to start, just so I'm not surprised when I come out and it's not running. Possibly, maybe. I don't know. Another thing is I could potentially put new replacement taillights in, or brake light bulbs. I'll check my third brake light too and see if maybe that's the culprit. I guess maybe there could just be a low voltage or short problem that precipitates all of this, but I don't like it. So stay tuned. Hopefully I can figure out an update. I'm not going to do it till I get to warmer weather because it's still snowing and sleeting here in Colorado. So stay tuned. Also, if you're a Sprinter owner and you know exactly what is going on, or you've had the same problem and you fixed it, please leave a comment or message me and let me know what to do. I would appreciate it. Thanks. Talk to you later.